Okay, so I muted everybody, so now it's just you and me talking. So, about the Assassin's Creed, I will be talking about Assassin's Creed Rogue and Assassin's Creed Unity. Let's start off on a topic. I'm going to start on Metal Gear Solid Phantom
Securing
Pain
A.
this time.
Enemy has Charlie.
I forgot to do
A
something.
secure.
Phantom
Domination.
Pain. Okay. I have been a
Secure your
Metal Gear
objectives.
fan since Metal Gear Solid 2 Solid... Hold on. See, I'm rusty with this. Anyway, I've been in Metal Gear Solid Pain since Metal Gear Solid 2. I love Metal Gear. After I got the Sons of Liberty game, I proceeded to go and get the originals as on an emulator and played them like that. And after they came out again for the Vita, I got them like that just so I could play them everywhere, and it was awesome. Okay, so the plots for Metal Gear have been increasingly amazing. They've never really faltered in my mind. They keep they keep the edge on the plot lines. Every time a new one gets announced, it makes me happy because I know that it's not going to be a stupid game about weird and creepy stuff. Like, yeah, there's weird and creepy stuff in every Metal Gear, but it has an interesting plot that it all ties together. Like clones, bosses, the Metal Gears. I just love the way they put them all together. And I also love the way that they have incorporated all of the mini side stories, like Raiden, and the clone stories in all of the Metal Gear games. I'm not the biggest fan of Metal Gear Solid Rising or Revengeance. Rising or Revengeance. I've never really played them, so I can't really judge them to the best of the ability. But I have, however, watched a lot of walkthroughs and watched reviews on them, so... I don't really have a personal opinion. I just never liked Raiden. In Sons of Liberty, the trailer for it was that you would be playing as Solid Snake pretty much the entire game. And you only play as him for the very small portion of that game, and you play as Raiden the rest of it, which in my mind they ripped the entire game off. I was not happy about it. So okay, we're off Metal Gear Solid 2. Or we could stay on it for a little bit longer. Metal Gear Solid 2, it has the awesome plot of how you were Solid Snake at the very beginning, and it teaches you how Metal Gear Solid Ray came into existence and why. And I just like the way that Ray is the aquatic Metal Gear, and it keeps up the plot lines of how the Metal Gears are vital to the story and how they are extremely potent in the universe. Okay, there we go. I've always loved the character design in a lot of them, but I have to admit, again, I'm going to cry a little bit about Raiden here. When it came into the design, it always feels like Kojima is pushing Raiden upon him, like, love him. Just love this guy. You'll love him. And that's the bad thing about it, is no one ever does, except for a very few amount. Except for a very few amount of people. I'm going off track because wow, this is really hard to do while I'm playing a game. Okay, so Metal Gear Solid 2. I've run out of serious plot lines and that I could just seriously talk about. So I'm gonna go on to Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, which is, in chronological terms, the first of the series, which is, again, weird how Kojima did this, released them out of chronological order and did all that stuff. I'm lagging a little bit. Okay. So, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, in my mind, is one of the best of this year. The main character of the whole shebang, big boss, Solid Snake. Good lag. He introduces you and tells you the whole story about how he started on just like a regular foot soldier, and then was put into the Snake unit, or not the Snake unit, but under the tutelage of Big Boss, and how she trained you to the soldier that you are and how well
Enemy Oracle inbound.
you fight. It's all because of her. And I love that spoiler. I love the way that she turns around and betrays you, and just to like go into the just to go to your enemies on the entire other country when she was a patriot this whole time. I love that huge plot twist in the middle of it. Ow. Anyway, that plot twist. Also another thing I love about all of the Metal Gear games is the enemies are so weird. They have a certain to them. Like, they're not necessarily, well, some of them are, but they're not necessarily like spiritual forces or out of the realm of logic. They just have technology that makes them amazing and powerful and almost godly in the like of normal people without nanomachines and without all the augmentations that they have. This guy is really irritating me. Anyway, enemies. Okay. And died again. So, other than the Metal Gear Solid 3 enemies, and that plot, which is just glorious in a lot of ways, and a lot of plot twists, it makes your mind think. And again, I'm gonna just throw another spoiler alert here and wait a few seconds. Okay. There's this one level in here where if you were smart and you didn't kill anybody up to the point, it'll be one of the easiest levels in any game. You just walk forward. But if you have killed before, if you have killed a lot of enemies before, you're gonna have to wade through a river of dead bodies of all the people that you've killed in numerous ways: throat-slitting, explosions, burning, grenades, anything. You're gonna have to wade through the bodies, and if they touch you, you lose health and you die because what's weird is you're already dead. It's a really cool concept design in the ways of a level. It actually punishes you for killing enemies, which is a cool thing because Metal Gear is a series about stealth, and you can literally go through, as far as I can tell, almost every single game without killing anybody. Like, you can use the easy pistol and put them all to sleep, and some of the bosses you can still win just by putting them to sleep, and you beat their psych level and that's it. Hold on one second.
Securing Alpha.
Crap. Metal Gear Solid 2, putting enemies to sleep. Okay. So, I just love the way that they punish you for killing, and yet they don't hinder you at all. Like, it's hard to talk about this while playing Call of Duty. I'll try my best. I'm sorry, guys.
Securing B.
This is all working towards Phantom Pain, I promise. So after Snake Eater, in numerical order, or chronological order, it's very hard to tell. Like, I have a timeline, but I cannot look at it right now, and it's not next to me. I should have prepared this, but I didn't. This was all spur of the moment, and I think it's doing okay, even though I have no viewers right now. I'm gonna keep this podcast. Anyway, so.
Friendly Oracle overhead.
Eek. Okay.
Enemy SATCOM
Moving on to
spotted.
Peace Walker. Chronological order is right after Snake Eater.
Losing Charlie.
It doesn't really have cutscenes, and it was made for the PSP to go for the PlayStation Portable. That's what it was originally made on, along with Portable Ops. And I think that's right.
Losing Alpha.
I need to double check this, but I think that's right. It was made for the PlayStation Portable, along with Portable Ops, just for that console. Crud, I'm getting so tongue-tied right now. I'm sorry.
Enemy controlled Oracle. Watch your
Peace
six.
Walker. Its entire game is made with, it has cool graphics, but its cutscenes are in comic book form, which I'm not bagging on it. It's a really cool idea, but it could have been executed just a little bit better, even though it hasn't really been executed any time before this. It was like one of the original successors of the comic book form. It has an amazing plot still. If you're willing to follow the comic book, you can get probably more out of it than all the others because you animate it yourself in your mind, and it's really good. and it has a main character named Paz, who is incorporated a huge way in Phantom Pain, and that's what's happening in Phantom Pain. It comes right after Peace Walker. All of the characters that are in Peace Walker, as far as I can tell in the gameplay demos and the trailers, all of the characters that were there are coming straight out of Peace Walker. And this is what excites me, because some of the characters that are gone, I've seen in the trailers, and yeah, I'm happy. Plus, in the new trailer that comes out, if it's new, I might be a little bit behind. It looks like Snake is working with Skeleton Face. I don't really know his name. And they've made it look like, in the demo Ground Zeroes, they've made it look like that he is the bad guy, and now that Snake's working with him, I question half of the game. But you have to keep in mind, another spoiler alert, that in a game, that in one of the games before this, arcade versions and stuff, Big Boss is actually a bad guy. And that is a huge deal, that Peace Walker, or not Peace Walker, dang it, Phantom Pain is maybe the stepping stone for where you see Phantom Pain, from where you see Big Boss go bad, and how he turns all, not crazy, but power hungry. Not power hungry, but he wants what he wants, and he gets it, no matter what. Some ways you can consider that evil, some ways you consider it not. It's a very interesting thing. Also, okay. 2131, not bad for someone who's not paying attention to the game. Phantom Pain. It's just that every single trailer and cutscene I have, it makes me drool. It's a great, great, great game, the way I see it. The only stiff I have about it is they're making it free roam. I have no idea how that's going to affect anything, but it sounds like it's going to be an interesting choice made by Kojima, and I hope it pans out in a really really good way. As I played Ground Zeroes, there wasn't really a free roam capability. I could go all the way around the map, but same thing with Metal Gear Solid 4. You could do that. You could do whatever you wanted in that, and you could go back to areas you previously explored. Same thing with Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. It was a very, very cool idea, and they're expounding on it. I love that idea, but it worries me to an extent. I just hope it goes well, the way he wants it to go. I think my well's running out for Phantom Pain, because I'm speaking right from my mind, and it's really hard to do this while playing Call of Duty. So I'm gonna move from Phantom Pain, from the Metal Gear series, to the Call of Duty series. Now, I've had many stiffs with Call of Duty for a very, very, very long time, and I dislike it to a very much extent. And you're probably wondering, well, why are you playing this, Jay? Why are you playing Call of Duty while you're trying to explain all these cool games? Well, because I don't have that many good friends on game or in real life who play anything other than Call of Duty, and that bothers me to a big, big extent, because all the really deep games that I have in mind and that I always think about, no one likes or plays or understands in that matter. So, hold on. Okay, so no one really understands at that point, and that always makes me mad. So I always wind up buying the next lame cookie cutter Call of Duty game, because I want to play with the friends that I've known for years. And it's really cool, but the well runs dry after 10 games. It gets irritating. The last really, really, really good PlayStation/Xbox Call of Duty game that I remember is the first Modern Warfare. I still love the level, and I go back every once in a while and play the level where you're the sniper and you shoot Zakayev, spoiler warning, and you blow his arm off and he lives, and and it's just a great stealth mission. I'm a stealth gamer. I love playing as a stealth person, camping in corners, hiding, making sure no one sees me, and then spring out and kill all of them, or not kill anybody and sneak around them and do the objective. I love stealthing. So when
Kill confirmed.
that's the only reason I really love that Call of Duty. The other semi-decent Call of Duty game out there that reminds you of the PS2 Call of Duty that was based on killing Nazis in World War II is, of course, World at War. That was an okay game. It was a good game. I liked it. It was a good game to play. But it wasn't there for me. But every other game so far has just been, we're running out of wars, let's make something up and hope people like it, let's go kill some more people. Like, literally, I can't even really speak about single player. I've played all the single players, and I've beaten all the single players. I mean, I can't really have to say this without sounding noobish. I beat all of the, I beat all of the Call of Duties I just sat down, put them all in my PlayStation 1 at a time, and I beat them all I'm trying to remember. It took me 3 days just sitting down, breaks to go to the bathroom, eat, spend time with family because I'm not a no-lifer. And just 3 days, and I literally beaten every single game that came out on the PS3. Or the Xbox, if you want to think like that. I played on the PS3 and the PS4. But it only took 3 days, and I was playing on, not easy, I was playing on medium difficulty for all of them. And it was just, I couldn't really get out of much of it. All the single player campaigns have been lackluster. The Call of Duty Ghost campaign was decent, and I got such high hopes for it just by the opening cinematic of the game. Like, all these special ops squads are, like, there's 16 people and they hold off an army of 500 and they win. And it's all stealth and mission, and I was ecstatic about that. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a stealth game for Call of Duty. I love this game. And as soon as it started, you have, like, 2 missions. One of them, and both of them, you can just shoot your way through it. It's sad, really. There's no need for stealth. They've taken all of the need of stealth out of the game and just said, you can stealth if you want, or not, your choice.
Kill confirmed.
And that's kind of what makes me upset about it. The way that they made a stealth game not stealthy. It's sad. So Call of Duty Ghosts was a lackluster campaign, as always. And then they ended on a cliffhanger. Spoiler. Sorry, I need to remember to say spoiler alert first. The whole thing ends on a cliffhanger of you getting dragged away, where not Advanced Warfare will pick up, but Call of Duty Ghosts 2 will pick up. Where you'll probably be going after your brother, and it's going to be this huge emotional thing where they try to be all deep and loving and huge plot that they're going to have, and then all of a sudden, bam, not going to happen. Killed, main character off, blah blah blah, you kill your brother, you die, you remember what happened. I guarantee you that's like the whole plot right there.
Enemy SATCOM spotted. We've lost the lead. Friendly SATCOM active. Kill confirmed.
Wow, this is glitching.
Kill
So,
confirmed.
Advanced Warfare. What I've seen of it
SATCOM
is,
uplink enabled.
it's a Crisis ripoff in my mind. I have no idea how the single player is going to pan out, but it's probably going to be exactly what I said, except with a extremely in the future feel. I have no idea who we're fighting. I didn't watch the latest. Sorry. I didn't watch the trailer where the dude blew up in the helicopter. It just seemed... I saw a montage and I just stopped. I'm gonna wind up getting it, of course, just like every other person who has friends.
Kill confirmed.
Anyway, I'm trying to beat the lag, understand, play games, and discuss about other games at the same time. It's a very interesting idea that Advanced Warfare is throwing at us, but again, not very original. I have no idea where they're going to go with that, and that's the end of Advanced Warfare in my mind because I feel like I'm rambling. Next one, I'm going to go through the Assassin's Creed series. Again, I'm a huge fan of the stealth genre. I love it to death. And even games that don't have stealth, I try to play them stealthy-like and try to ambush and stuff. And it works sometimes, and sometimes it's just pathetic sounding. But I love being that person that no one can really feel or know where he is, and then you just
Kill
kill him. I love
confirmed.
that. So that's where I stand on Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Unity is based on in the French Revolution, and as you play an assassin named Arno.
SATCOM uplink
Yes, I've done a
enabled.
lot of research on
Guard
this,
dog
so
ready.
I feel comfortable talking
Kill
about it,
confirmed.
just talking.
Kill confirmed. Enemy SATCOM
So,
spotted.
what I've seen in the gameplay trailer is that you
Sentry gun
are
ready for
a
deployment. Kill
semi-new assassin
confirmed.
in the Order, and
Kill
that your
confirmed.
first mission is in the Notre Dame Castle. And this looks pretty good. The graphics are great because, well, almost all of the PlayStation 4 slash Xbox One next-gen graphics are amazing. But I just feel comfortable with this because I am
Mission
an Assassin's
accomplished. A
Creed
good
player
day's
and I'm
work.
seeing this and I'm in love. But anyway, next topic area of Assassin's Creed. From what I see, the new Phantom Blade is going to have a really cool mechanism where it turns into a crossbow and you can fire your hidden blade. The only stiff about this is how do you lose that hidden blade forever? Do you have a pack of hidden blades that you can fit into that crossbow or whatever? Um, what's their plan with that? Because there's not a rope, because that would be stupid. Because in the gameplay, he shot the crossbow and walked away, but he still had two hidden blades, so I don't know how they worked that out. Um, parkour looks amazing. They actually hired people to do parkour and being recorded to do parkour, jumping off of buildings and stuff. It was really neat how that all worked, and they put it all in the game to make it feel more fluid, and I enjoy that. It looks really interesting the way they did that. Um, the customization mechanic of Arno, what I have seen is not much at all. There was a bonus for going to that parkour thing that they had set up at their Assassin's Creed Unity booth. I need to find a new lobby. And their Assassin's Creed Unity booth of parkour. And if you went there, you got a special hood and cape, it looked like, for customization. But I don't know what for. Either your assassin or the assassins other people see, but it doesn't make sense because it has that Watch Dogs vibe where everybody's always Arno. They're always playing as Arno. But other assassins come into the fray like in mid game if you open it up. So I want to know how customization is. I'm a huge RPG player, so when I see that there you can customize your characters, I immediately jump for it. I'm like, that is
Kill
awesome.
confirmed.
I need more of that.
Time to work, Ghost Squad.
Uh, I need to take the silencer off this thing. Anyway, so Arno customization, Assassin's Creed. Okay. The other three assassins, they look like they're going to be just regular assassins that are going to be modified just regularly.
Kill
Like, they're not
confirmed.
generic assassins. But, I don't know, because it still said that people are going to be able to see your customized character. But I don't understand how that's going to be, so we'll see how that all plays out. Um,
Kill confirmed.
let's see, topics. Rogue, Assassin's Creed Rogue. There's more on Unity, but right now I'm drawing a blank, so I'll think about that later. Assassin's Creed Rogue. This one kind of chaps me. It makes me upset because I've been playing Assassin's Creed since the first Assassin's Creed. I bought the portable games, Altair Chronicles,
Friendly
Ezio.
SATCOM active.
I bought the ones where he was playing on the
Friendly Oracle
DS when he
online.
went to Cyprus and stuff, and it was really, really cool. But so I've been trained, had the game train me to like the assassins, to love the assassins, to fight for the assassins, and now
Mission
all of a
failed.
sudden they're
Come
changing
prepared
it up
next
and
time.
having me root for the Templars. Now Assassin's Creed 3 made me mad in this way because they never advertised this, they never said anything about this, and they just threw it in your face. You play as, spoiler alert, you play as Hatham, Connor's dad, for a third of the game before anything happens. And that made me upset because he's a Templar. And that was a huge change of pace because you didn't necessarily know this. And if you read the books, which I have, it throws you off. Anyway, Assassin's Creed Rogue, you are an assassin gone rogue, aka Rogue, ooh, who is now hunting down his brethren, ex-brethren, killing them and making way for the Templars to come across. His name is Shay. I forget what his last name is, if it has been said or not. It looks a lot like Black Flag, but there's new things in it where it has the multiplayer look of that compass when there's an assassin nearby to kill you, and that's pretty interesting. But it just, all that does is remind me of the mission in Black Flag, spoiler alert, where you are Edward going through the tunnel where the first civilization artifacts are with the blood vials, and you're attacked by the Mayans and they're all crouched and you have to find with the eagle vision. That reminds me a lot of that. But off topic, it looks like a cool game to play, and I'm going to be buying it and playing it, but I'm not going to be very happy about it. All they've really done is they gave a PS3 game. They put out a game for the PS3 and Xbox for the last generation who didn't have enough money yet or didn't want to upgrade yet to the next generation consoles. And I understand why Ubisoft is doing that, but they could have done something different because it makes me upset. Oh, really quick, like Easter egg-esque vibe. The outfit that you can unlock, the Templar outfit in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, is actually Shay's outfit. Because I just want to know who's locked in that cabinet now. Because what it is Black Flag is set before Rogue. Because Haytham is on the boat with Shay. Also, very interesting tidbit. Haytham's on the boat with Shay. Kind of cool. Now we know where he disappears to. New lobby. Anyway, so I kind of want to know what happens there, because that Templar who's locked in that cabinet, his outfit's the same as Shay's, except with one difference of that there on Shay's there's an extra belt or two and a hood. That's it. So, that game looks interesting. I'm gonna buy it, but I'm a little disappointed that I'm gonna be having to root for the Templars the whole game. Unless there's a huge plot twist in there. I'm gonna get to the modern day of Assassin's Creed a little later, but I'm gonna go back to Unity real quick. In one of the gameplays, they showed that there was many missions inside of a mission, like steal a key to get into the Notre Dame castle, or you could lockpick, or you could kill a Templar while you're... Wow, nice shot, dude. You can kill a Templar while you're on a mission to kill a Templar. But as a 100%er, like a person who loves the 100% games, me, is it's gonna be complicated. It's gonna be irritating to me, because I'm gonna be having to juggle like 8 missions at once, or what it looks like 3 missions at once, to take out one guy, and I think that's gonna give me quite a bit of a headache through a lot of those games. Stupid lag. So we shall see how that works. Modern day Assassin's Creed. I love it. Huge spoiler alert. I am very, very sad that Desmond has left us, but his genetic memories, DNA, is still with us through Sample 17 and that project. I love that Ubisoft has done this, because they got rid of Desmond. I'm gonna say he was cool. His missions were getting kind of cool near the end, but my gosh, if he wasn't whiny at the end too. So I'm kind of glad they got rid of him and kept his genetic memories. Another interesting tidbit: Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed are related. In one of the emails that you can hack at Abstergo Industries, it talks about the CTUS, Bloom, and how... they want permission from Abstergo to expand their project and make a smart city, which Chicago, hello. So, I really like that feature, and I love what they did with that. They linked 2 of their great games together. So, I'm going from that. Oh, another thing that linked them, when Olivier went to Chicago, yeah, he died there because of Aiden Pierce, the main character of Watch Dogs. If you wound up doing all of the convoy missions, your last mission is going to be hunting down Olivier Grand Prix, or not Grand Prix, Garnier, Olivier Garnier. Your last mission is to kill him, and it's awesome. Like, it makes me feel good. You get a text message from the very beginning saying, "Welcome to Chicago, Olivier." Anyway, you play it for yourself, you decide. It's really cool. And in Black Flag, they talk about how he disappears in Chicago, and everyone's in lockdown, and that's why you're in the vault. Because they think you're the one who leaked the data and got Olivier killed. And it was really cool how they did all that. Anyway, I'm kind of running out of information for Assassin's Creed, which is kind of funny because it's one of my favorite series and I know tons about it. It's hard to talk to when it's hard to talk about while you're playing. Hold on. Ow, crud. Get him, puppy. Anyway, I'm going through my mind of what I wanted to talk about. Oh, just another random thing. I'm a Fallout fan. Like, I've played the original Fallout 1 and 2 on the computer. I downloaded them, the emulators. Excuse me. And they were very fun. They were very enjoyable. After I played Fallout 1 and 2, I went to 3 on the PS3, and I enjoyed that thoroughly, because it had the same vibe. It had the same vibe of all the Fallouts had, except it was fresher, cleaner, and it felt colder to me, because you're in Washington, D.C., and that's kind of what I liked about Fallout 3. In all, that's probably one of my favorite Fallouts. So, I'm saying all of this to say, Bethesda, please make Fallout 4 soon. And if you're not, just freaking announce it. Just tell us you're making it or you're not. I'm sick of waiting. I've waited a long time. So, because there's no one watching this right now, I've been talking for a while. I'm gonna be stopping the stream as soon as this game is over, which is gonna be really soon.
We're winning this fight.
Come on, where is he? So, I thought there was another game that I was gonna discuss, and I totally spaced on it. See, this is why professional announcers have friends with them, who they can just talk to as they play. Or they have a list of stuff they're gonna discuss during that period of time. I've been trying to get into the commenting business for a long time. I just haven't been able to do it because I'm flat broke and I can't afford a commenting chip and a microphone. The PS4 is the first chance for me to do that, so I was really happy about that. It's just really hard to get started. Anyway, so it's really good. I have a lot of pathetic videos on YouTube about my playthrough of Skyrim. I used a cam recorder, and it's a really sad graphics, but I have a feeling I did okay for my first recording videos. So, just till this match ends, which is going to be soon, I'm going to discuss about a new game coming out. The Order 1886. This game looks very interesting about how it looks like you're going to be helping Nikola Tesla, from what I hear, defend London about vampires. This sounds very fun / interesting, and it's going to be an awesome plot twist because it looks like it has a steampunk-esque value to it. So, the people who are watching this video, give a like and a follow to this video, and I hope to talk to you again on another discussion when I have a topic sheet. I will make sure I'm prepared next time. Have a great day, people, and I'll talk to you later.